Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the security tricks on HONOR Magic8 Pro. Alright, so let's begin. First, let's set our screen lock, because that's the key level of our security, and having it is a must-have. So open up the settings, scroll a little bit to the downside until you find security and privacy, and the first thing that appears is that we can set a screen lock. So let's hit this big yellow button, and we have a few types of the lock screen password. We have a 6-digit PIN. If we click on select unlock method, we also have 4-digit PIN, custom PIN, pattern, or the password. You just need to select which mode you would like to use. In my case, I always pick the pattern. That's my favorite way. And now to create a pattern, we need to connect at least 4 of those dots. So now create your pattern. If you would like to try again, click on redraw. If you want to confirm, simply draw the pattern once again and click on done to save it. As you take a look, everything went fine. Our screen lock is now set. Also, as we scroll down and when we go into device unlock, we also have the biometrics. We can add our face and also our fingerprint. Let me show you with the fingerprint. So first we also need to confirm, and now we need to select for what things we want to use our fingerprint. We can unlock our device thanks to it. We can access the safe or access the app lock. Let's actually add our fingerprint for everything, but first we need to register it. Okay, in here we have the sensor. We need to now place our finger on it. Remember that your finger should be clean. Same thing with the screen. And now place your finger. And now lift it up and place again. And you need to repeat that process until your fingerprint is saved. It might take a few tries, so simply be patient and keep repeating the process. Okay, fingerprint added. If you want, you can rename it. And now it has been set. It also asks us, do we want to set the face recognition? In my case, for now, I don't want it, so I'll skip it. And now let's select to use our fingerprint to access safe and the app lock. So first, let me enable the safe actually. Click on enable, select phone, and now you need to enter your password. It should be between 6 to 16 characters long, consist of English letters and numbers, and contain at least 1 English letter. So create your password right in here. In my case, it's going to be a really easy password just for this video. Okay, click on next. In here, select the security question. If you click on the question, you have other questions that you can select, or you can set a custom one. I'll stick to the default, but I'll type some random things for both security questions, then click on done. Okay, and now we have access into our safe. So let's do the same thing with the app lock. Let's click on enable. Enable. You can select a password for app lock. You can use your lock screen password or a custom PIN. I'll use the lock screen password. Okay, and now everything has been successfully enabled. I'll show you the safe and the app lock later, so don't worry. Okay. Also, if you're interested, you can change the fingerprint animation. If that's a big deal to you, I'll stick to the default one. Okay, let's go back into the main page. And let's go with the app security. And in here we can perform a Google Play Protect scan. It's always good to do from time to time in search for potential threats and harmful apps. As you take a look, no harmful apps found, so I don't need to do anything. If something will be wrong, simply follow the instruction on the screen. Now we have the live threat detection. It's also good to click it. And as you take a look, everything is also okay. So we don't need to perform any action. It's always good to check those things from time to time. Okay, let's go into account security right now. And in here I have a suggestion about my Google account. So I think that we can do something with it. Okay, in my case, all I need to do is to remove is to fix and recover email. I'll do it later. So now I know what's wrong. And we can do the same thing with the password checkup. In here we can see, do we have some compromised passwords? Are our passwords unique, and are our passwords strong? I think that I need to tell you that you should avoid having passwords like ABCD12345 or I don't know, your name and some random numbers from 1 to 5, because that's the easiest type of the password and even a child could break it. So you should avoid having passwords like that, and also you should have different passwords for everything. Okay, now let's go into device finders. That is also a pretty cool thing. And we need to enable our location if we want to use that feature. So if your location isn't turned on, you need to enable it right in here. Okay, and we have the feature that is called the Find Hub. It needs to be enabled right in here. And now we have two ways how we can use it. We have the app or the web. It's up to you which thing you want to use. And it works in that way that when we sign in into our Google account, we will be able to see our phone. Oh, what's going on? It should launch. Okay, here it is. In here we can see all of our devices that are connected with our Google account. And in here, for example, if your device gets lost, you'll be able to mark it as lost or even perform a factory reset. So for example, the thief won't have the access into your personal data. You'll be able to remotely factory reset your device. To factory reset it, simply click on next and you'll have to type password to your Google account to perform that action. In my case, I don't want it, so because my phone isn't lost, but the Find Hub is a really cool feature and I highly recommend to try it on your own. Okay, let's go into system and updates right now. And we have the security update, Google Play system update, and the backup. Let's begin with security update. It's always good to have the latest version. We can click on check for updates. Okay, I have the latest version, so I don't need to download anything. If you'll have possibility to download the update, you should do this ASAP. Same thing with the Google Play system update. It's always good to check. Are we up to date? We are, so we don't need to do anything just to make sure we can manually click check for update once again. But as you take a look, everything is okay, so I don't need to do anything. And one of my favorite things is possibility to create a backup of the data. Click on the backup, need to enable those two things, and then click on confirm. And now it's the Google backup, so all of our data will be stored in the cloud of our Google account that we're currently logged into on our phone. To check the Google account, click on other device data, scroll down, and in here we can see our Google account. You also need to have some free stored space to create a backup, and down below you can see the backup details, but currently no data is backed, so we don't have any informations. To create a backup, go back and hit this green button. Let me show you that. Now draw the lock screen pattern if you have one to confirm. So just like I was saying, backup is one of my favorite things because even if our device gets lost or stolen, we still be able to restore our data on our new device. So that is a pretty cool thing. Okay, in here a small circle appeared as you take a look, and it's slowly fulfilling. When it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. Also, we will see a notification on the bottom of the screen if everything goes fine. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, the process has finished. As we scroll down, we can see that, in my case, the backup has been created 0 minutes ago. When we click on other device data and when we scroll down, we can see the backup details. And as you take a look, some of the things has been backup. In my case, it's not many things because I don't have many things installed on my phone. So that is why, for example, when it comes to the call history and SMS messages, I have no data that has been backed. But only because I don't have those things. Okay, let's go back. And now in here, let's scroll down into other things, other settings, and let's click on device and data protection. And in here we have some few other things. We have the parallel space. I don't know, actually I can see that for the first time. A dedicated secure space focused on protecting your information. It can be used alongside main space and allows for easy cross-space operations. You can move some of the apps and data to parallel space, which external apps cannot access. Wow, pretty cool thing. So I think it's worth enabling. Now we need to verify with our password, boom. And we can set a new password to get access into that space. Or if you are interested, you can simply use the lock screen password as passcode. I'll use it. Okay, it needs to create, I think. Yeah, it's been created, so we need to wait. Tap or drag sensitive files, and I couldn't write because it disappeared. Tap movie files in or drag files directly into parallel space. Okay. In here we can add some apps. We can also associate it with our fingerprint ID. I think that it's worth adding. Okay, let's try to move some files in. We can add images, videos, audio files, documents, and others. Currently I have no files, but let's try to add maybe some photos. Let's say this one and this one. Click on Move In. Okay, is it added? I hope so. Let's also try to add some video, maybe this one. Okay, so that's how we can add files. We can also add the apps in here. Okay, we can also allow installation of risky apps. It's up to you. In here we can see the apps that can be installed in the parallel space. So let's try to install maybe the Facebook right in here. Click on install, and as you take a look, it appeared. So I think that it's a pretty cool thing having this private space that will allow us to simply keep the things away from unwanted people, unwanted visitors. So I think that is a pretty cool thing. Okay, we can even take photos in here, and I think that the photos will be saved only in that mode. So it's also a pretty cool thing. Oh, actually the camera launches. You can also add some notes. Oh, okay. I can't remember, did we have the parallel space on previous HONOR devices, but I think that it works pretty cool. Of course, we can also move the files out. It's up to you. Let's try to launch the gallery. Do we have those things that we have added manually? Yeah, no, okay. So as you take a look, the photos that I have moved in are in the gallery in the parallel space. So in here you can add some private photos, and all of the things that we have on the list. So the audio files, videos, documents, and of course you can install your apps right in here. Okay, to quit it, hit this button and click on OK. Okay, pretty cool. I'm wondering how we can access it. Do we need to spread the fingers? Yeah. To access the parallel space, you need to be on your home screen. And that's the quickest method, I think. Oh, actually, we also have the icon. So we have the icon, or we can use the gestures. Simply spread your fingers on the screen. You can use your password or fingerprint, and boom, our mode enables. Okay, let's get back into the settings. And we have the deepfake and some other things. Wow. I can see it also for the first time. Okay, if you enable it, you can take a look for the supported apps, and it works with Google Meet and also the phone. We can read what this thing provides. Tap the capsule notification to trigger detection. When making or receiving audio, video calls or meetings, tap the capsule notification and then start detection to trigger AI deepfake and voice cloning detection. Okay, so I think that it works in that way that when we receive a call, thanks to that, we'll be able to check, are we talking with a real person or with the AI? It will also detect the voice, and it will tell us, are we talking with a real person or with some AI bot or something like that. Bring up the cyber to trigger detection. When making or receiving audio, video calls or meetings, swipe from the edge of the screen to bring up the cyber and trigger AI deepfake and voice cloning detection. Okay, in here we can simply see all of the features that it provides us, what we can do with it. Unfortunately, I cannot show that because no one is calling me. So let's skip it, but I think that you can try it on your own. So I think it is pretty cool to have that enabled. Okay, now the safe. As you could remember, we have added our fingerprint and also the password. So let's access the safe. In here, also you can add images, audio files, videos, and files. To protect them, simply click on add, and in here you have a list of all of the things. You can also click on browse, and you can select everything that you want from here. And you'll be able to add them into the safe. But I think that, in my case, the parallel space is a little bit better, but I haven't tested it yet, but it simply looks cooler, to be honest. Even here also we have the settings. If you are interested, you can destroy the safe. If you don't want it, you can also save the location or switch the safe and change the security question and also the password. Okay, now the app lock. I also like that feature. First we need to get access. In here we have a list of apps that we can protect with the screen lock or with the fingerprint ID. So let's go and let's select maybe Facebook. Let's enable that. Let's find our Facebook on our home screen. Okay, here it is. And now if someone will want to open up the Facebook, the only way to do it is by typing the password or by verifying with the fingerprint. Let's take a look. Our Facebook has turned on. So that's the only way now to launch the Facebook. I really like that feature. You can, of course, try it on your own. But for now, I will unlock the Facebook. Okay, we have the private space also. We can enable that. We need to create a new pattern for the private space. Click on done. We can, for now I don't want to add another fingerprint. Okay, now draw your pattern or type your screen lock to access the private space. And in here, again, you can install some apps, store some photos and other files to simply keep them away from unwanted people. Everything fully works. We can, of course, open up the settings. We can open up the Play Store and install some apps. But in here you also need to sign in into your Google account, because in the private space you are not automatically connected with your Google account. Okay, to exit this mode, we need to open up notification bar and click on exit to get back into your normal home screen. I'm not in my normal home screen yet. I would like to go back. Okay. You can open a notification bar, click right in here, and now you can exit it. Yeah. Boom. Or I need to draw this pattern? Yeah, okay, my bad. If you want to get back into your normal home screen, you need to type the default lock screen to get it back into normal space. And I think that the phone has lagged. I don't know why. Okay. Everything fully works now. And we also have the hidden apps. You can click on try, set new password. This time I will type only numbers. Select the question and type answer to it. I'll just type some random things. I don't want to associate with anything right now. To add apps, hit the button. And now let's try to hide the Facebook again. It's right in here, so it should disappear from our home screen. Boom, now it's hidden. And as you take a look, it disappeared from the home screen. And now it's only in the hidden apps folder. You can see that the hidden apps will not display home screen icons, notifications, or recent texts, and are hidden from home screen search. And though we have some shortcuts, how we can do it. You can add hidden apps to home screen if you are interested. So thanks that you'll have a shortcut, you can click on OK, and now we have the shortcut right in here. So that's the quickest way how we can access the hidden apps folder. Okay, and the last thing that I want to show you is the system manager. And in here, it's always good to perform a virus scan from time to time. Simply click on that. In my case, it says that device is secure, so I don't need to perform any action, but it's always good to check from time to time, is everything okay? If you're interested, you can also download some third-party antiviruses apps from the Play Store. You'll have a whole list, if you type the antivirus in the Play Store, a long list with the apps that you can download. But remember that it's always good to see the reviews about the app that you want to download before you do it. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.